Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. Welcome to another HIIT Core Yoga class. I'm Melissa Shippey and my company is Live Elements Yoga. All you need is a mat, a water bottle, maybe a sweat towel, maybe a couple props if you want to use blocks, or kind of a back of a chair for some of the exercises. You can kind of keep those handy around. So other than that, we'll get started. Just come onto your mat and we'll start warming up. So we'll start again in child's resting pose. Get the back stretched out, the big toes are touching and you're reaching your arms forward and your forehead is down to the floor. Taking long deep breaths in and out through the nose. So loud enough so that you can hear the sound of your own breath. Kind of pulling your hips back towards your heels here. On your inhale, let's lift up, let's walk over to the left side. Bow to your left knee and keep the hips pulling back here. Breathe deep to that right side of the body. Let's go over to the right side. Do the same. Bow to your right knee. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's come back to the center here and take that right arm and slide it underneath your left and bring the right shoulder down to the floor. See if you can lift that left arm up now and wrap it around your back. So if that feels like it's way too deep for you in a stretch, then just bring the hand back onto the floor for more support. Breathe deep, one more breath, and let that go. Unwind nice and slow. Take that left arm, slide it underneath your right arm here. I'm just gonna change angle and you're sliding underneath. And the right arm's gonna come up, wrap around your back. Breathing deep. One more breath. And release. Come out of that twist, reach forward, rise up. Let's go up to tabletop pose and cow and cat stretch. Round the spine, exhale, tuck tailbone, tuck the chin in. Inhale, release the belly, lift chin, chest forward, and draw the shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, around, inhale, release. Exhale, inhale. Breathing deep. Move around a circle motion now. Let's get the spine warmed up even more. So start to bend into your elbows. Pick one direction to move into, then switch the direction. So go a few in one direction, a few in the other. All right, slow that motion down. Back to tabletop pose and then walk your hands forward, tuck toes under, and lift your hips. Walk it out so you're in down dog. You're pedaling out the feet. Let's stretch out the quad muscle or the calf muscles here. Maybe rocking the hips from side to side. So feel free to kind of put on your own music here as you follow along with me. Okay, let's look forward and then step up to the hands and fold. So just rocking again side to side, pick up the toes, drop them back onto the floor. Alright, so come back to your center and then we'll rise up all the way. I'm going to reach up to the ceiling, inhale, and then exhale, fold forward, come down. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold, inhale, rise up all the way, reaching up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up all the way. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reach up. Let's bring the hands to the heart. Clasp your fingers. Press down in the arms. Exhale, release the hands back behind you. Clasp and pull back. Look up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up all the way. Reach up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, back clasp. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up all the way. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow forward. Let's hold this one. Keep those arms pulling up to the ceiling. Hips pulling back. Breathe. Relax your facial muscles. All right, and then hands just to your low back and then down to the floor. Relax that, sway side to side. Deep breaths in and out. All right, from there, take a halfway lift. So flat back, lift your chest forward, bring the hands to the floor. Now step your right foot back. Drop your right knee to the ground. Take the arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, hands to the floor. Step back into plank pose and lower through chaturanga. Bring it to up dog or cobra and then come back into downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Left knee is down to the floor. Arms are going to reach up. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step forward to the top and inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up all the way. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step left foot back, left knee down. Arms reaching up. Reach. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, plank. Lower through. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step left foot forward. Right knee to the floor, and the arms are going to reach up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step forward to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up all the way. Release the arms down by the side. Step your feet as wide as your mat. Turn the toes out just slightly. Drop into a squat. Reach your arms forward. Pull the hips way back. Drop your left forearm onto your left thigh. Reach up with your right arm. Go to the other side. Drop your right arm to your right thigh. Lift up with the left arm. Breathe, and other side. Other side. And then get down lower onto the left side. Touch ground if possible. If you can't, then come right back onto the thigh. And then touch ground on the right side. All right, and then release down. Come up. Reach up. Exhale, release. All right, so we're going to just start warming up a little bit more here. We're going to start with butt kicking and arm crossover. So you're going to kick your bum and open up the arms at the same time. So inhale, open up the arms. Exhale, do the crossover. Rocking from side to side. Just kind of going at a moderate pace here. Get the lungs open. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Okay, and then we're just gonna go stop off to one side and grab a foot, right or left. Just hold on to the top of the foot there. Pull the knee back, roll the shoulder back. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch, go to the other side. Hold on, you can hold on to the wall, you reach up if you want to, and dropping the knee down, pull the heel in towards your seat. You're just grabbing on the outside of the foot as opposed to the inside, your classic bow pose, or dancer's pose I should say, and let that go. Okay, and then we're just going to go twisting side to side. Okay, and then we're going to go twist with the knee up, with the arms up too. So we're just going to take the arms up. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and the knee 1, 2, 3, and the other knee. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you're just kind of driving with those elbows, pulling the elbows back as well, pulling shoulders back. And a couple more. Let's do one more on each side. 1, 2, 2. Okay. Now we're going to go toe touch and squat. And we're going to reach to the opposite leg for this one. So we're going to come down into a squat. And then we're going to kick with the right foot and reach with the left hand. Okay? And then do the opposite. Again, just kind of getting this twist happening. Getting the sidelines of the body kind of open. Tonight is going to be 50 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. And it's a little bit of a different follow along tonight. It's going to be a little more Facebook Live friendly as opposed to live class. And I'll explain what I mean in a little bit. Let's just go one more on each side. Good. And that. Okay, so shake it out. So tonight we are going to do, it's called a capoeira lunge workout. And it's going to be a follow along, but I am going to start with the first exercise. You're going to start with capoeira lunges, and you're going to see what the first exercise is going to look like. So I will demo what the capoeira lunge is going to look like, and when 50 seconds begins, that's what you're going to do. And it's upright, so you can kind of look at the screen and watch me as I do the next exercise. So that way I don't have there's just not a lot of time where I need to explain things, because you could just watch to see what I'm doing. And once you've done your capoeira lunge, then you are going to, you know what that next exercise is going to be. While you're doing the first exercise, I'm going to do capoeira lunges, okay? And then we're just going to keep switching back and forth like I am your training partner. So I will get on to explain how to do the capoeira lunge. There are different variations of that as well. It's a fighting stance from a capoeira martial art. It's a Brazilian martial art. It's going to be very kind of leg heavy, but we want to stay kind of relaxed in the pose as well. So this is kind of the start position, and it's just kind of your knees are bent, you're kind of relaxed, your back is flat. You want to keep your back flat, and you're tilted forward, so you're at a slight angle. You need to pull the core in, otherwise you're going to feel sore in your back, and you will feel your back muscles for this pose, because we're going to be doing capoeira lunges or punctuating every exercise we're doing. We're just going to pound it out for about 20 minutes here. So 20 different exercises, 22. So we're just going to get comfortable and fluid in the motion. So we're going to start in your kind of your power stance, which is basically a squat. You're going to step your right leg back, and when your right leg back steps back, you're not crossing over, it's just stepping back hip distance apart, still with your feet, and you're on the ball of your back foot. And whatever leg you're going to step back in, that's going to be, that same arm is going to be a blocking arm, and you're just trying to block your face. Okay, so elbow up, block your face, and this arm is just kind of hanging down by the side. And then we're going to switch to the other side and do that. And we're just kind of lunging back. So you can kind of do little steps back. And again, I'm just kind of going through it fast, and you can just do these little movements. Or you can go into the deeper lunge where you want to imagine that there is a flying kick coming at your head. So if you were ducking, going down quite low, my back knee is touching, just barely touching the floor, and I do have my blocking arm as well. So same leg that goes back, that's my blocking arm, and my other hand is stabilizing by touching the floor. So you're grounding onto the floor, and then you're coming back really nice and low, and then going to the other side. Then you look like this. So you will feel this is a stretch, and it's going to be very leggy. You'll feel it in your glutes for sure. So you can go back and forth. You can go a deep lunge, or you can just go into your kind of light blocking lunges. So again, they're just kind of these, it's the fighting kind of stance. So let's start with that. You're going to get started when I start the timer in your capoeira lunges, and you're going to watch me. I am going to start with plank knee touchdowns. Okay, I'm not going to explain it. I'm just going to do it, and I'll explain it as I'm doing that. All right. So I'm just going to find my timer here. 50 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. You start capoeira lunges. I start with the knee plank touchdowns. Ready? Go. So I'm in plank, and I'm just tapping my knees down. Tap, tap, tap. And I'm pulling my core in. You are doing capoeira lunges. Breathing, breathing, breathing. And remember, you're not crossing back over. It's not a curtsy lunge that you're doing. You're just doing a lunge. Just keeping the heart rate up the entire time, basically. If this is too much with the plank knee touchdowns, you can come down onto your forearms and do it that way, if that's too much on your wrist. But otherwise, keep moving. Tap, 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 tap. Keep your core in. Back straight. Okay, I'm doing capoeira lunges. You are going to do the plank knee touchdowns. Okay, we got 3, 2, 1. Okay, and I'm gonna go for it. So, again, you're doing plank knee touchdowns. You're keeping your core engaged. You are trying, the kind of the name of the game for all of these exercises is to do as many reps as possible. AMRAP is what it's called. So you are trying to challenge yourself. You're trying to get your heart rate up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let's change my angle. So I'm taking the low capoeira lunge stance, and I'm stretching. You're stretching out. Okay, that's it, 50 seconds. You are doing capoeira lunges. I'm doing sumo squat leg raises. I'm coming down, kicking out my right leg, coming down squat, kicking out my left leg. You are doing capoeira lunges. You're going to be awesome at lunging by the end of this class. Inhale down, exhale, and kick at the same time. Exhale and kick. So the power is coming from that other leg. Power is coming from my left leg. Power is coming from my right leg. And you're just pushing it out. Kick out through your heel. Try to keep that flat back. Inhale down. Exhale. Pow. Kick. Make sound effects. It's fun. Okay. I'm doing capoeira lunges. You're doing sumo squats. Sumo side kick. Okay, ready? Go. So, and again, you are just trying to get down nice and low in your squat. When you're doing those sumo squats, reaching out through the heel, keeping your core engaged, as always. In your capoeira lunges, and you just want to kind of feel, you're trying to be as loose as possible, as fluid as possible. 2, 1. Keep going here. 2, 1. You are doing capoeira lunges. I am doing tricep push-ups here. So my knees are going to be to the floor for this one, and my shoulders are going to be ahead of my wrists, and I'm coming down, chest to floor, and pushing up. As I come back, so that just like your chaturanga, your elbows are pulling as close as you can to the sidelines of your body, okay? If you want to, and if you have a bench or something, and you want to do tricep dips instead of this, then go ahead. This is just as good for form, because you're trying to get those triceps working as best as you can. You're pushing through the triceps. Okay, that's it. You are doing tricep dips or your tricep push-ups. I'm going to do capoeira lunges. Go for it. And if your heart rate is not up, you should be starting to feel some warmth, some heat by now. If it's not, speed up your game. Go down deeper in your lunges, or take your knees off the floor when you're doing those tricep push-ups, because you do want to challenge yourself for the full 50 seconds. And putting in the effort, you're here, might as well. There's not another workout like mine until next Wednesday. So, unless you want to do yoga on Monday, you can do that. Okay, take a rest. You're doing capoeira lunges. All right, I'm going to do some mountain climbers. Good old mountain climbers in plank pose, and you're driving the knees in, pulling the knees, pelvis tucked under, and breathing, keeping the lungs open. If you want to speed up your game, you're really running. You're running in your mountain climbers. If you can keep the running pace for the full 50 seconds, or even half, do that. Get your heart rate up. Feels good. If you need to, you're slowing it down. Just slow it right down. Or you can speed it up, slow it down, change it up. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is what you're going to do, is the mountain climbers. I'm going to do some capoeira lunges right now. 2, 1, okay, go for it. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. In your plank, for your mountain climbers, you're keeping that core tight and really engaging pretty much all your muscles. Going for the burn. Just remember, just keep your lungs open. Don't hold your breath, whatever you do. All right, so this is a really good exercise. It's kind of quiet cardio. All right, you're doing capoeira lunges. I'm gonna do a back bridge pulse. So, capoeira lunges for you. Feet are hip distance apart and squeezing the glutes, lifting the hips, releasing. Squeeze, release. If you feel this more in your low back, you can try what we did last time, is taking our feet together and opening the knees and doing bridges like so. By all means, if that'll make you feel a little more active in your glutes, then do that too. Or you can switch it up, do a few, do 10 or so, open and then close. Okay, that's it. You are doing that. Bridge pulse. I'm going to do some capoeira lunges. All right, let's go. So again, you're just kind of laying on your back on the mat, and Lifting those hips up. Of course, there are lots of variations out there. You can kind of find on YouTube the different bridge variations to make it harder for yourself. I've seen lots. Put a weighted plate on your belly. Use a band across the tops of your thighs, and you do an open and close kind of clamshell when you lift your hips. So those are just a couple. You can do single leg bridge, glute bridges. You can put your feet up higher on a block. Okay, that's it. You're doing capoeira lunges. I'm doing walk down push-ups. So I'm going to walk down, do a push-up, walk back, do a jump up. As many as I can. So you're walking down fast, push up, do a full push up. By the way, you can do this, you can drop your knees to the floor and then lift your knees up to pop up. You don't have to jump at the back, you can just reach up. Whew, starting to feel the heat now. All right, you're doing walk down push-ups with a jump up or just a stand up squat from the back. I am doing capoeira lunges. Feels good too. Nice stretch when you're doing these lunges. Side stretch. Remember, it's the back, the same leg that lunges back. That is your arm that's coming forward. Again, what kind of helps you visualize what you need to do is basically under attack. You gotta watch out from head kicks. So you need that blocking arm. All right. Okay, you are doing capoeira lunges now after your back bridge there. I am going to do some side plank toe touch action. Maybe you're on your right side. And I'm going to swing out the top leg and just tap. Okay, and then I'm going to start adding a little more movement. So reaching forearm and then tapping my toe. Tapping my toe. Okay, if that's too much, your forearm definitely can come to the floor as you do this. Okay, that'll help with your, if you have wrist issues. Bottom shin can come to the floor. Keep your core engaged. Okay, by bringing that shin to the floor, that's really going to make it super duper easy. So you do want to make it as challenging as possible. You want to just be barely hanging on. All right, okay, that's what you're going to do. I'm on to capoeira lunges. Shaking it out. All right, let's go. So reading a lot about just kind of that left-right brain thing that is so good for your body, especially in these times. Balancing out the body, exercises like this, these lunges, going left, going right, back and forth, really good for just kind of getting into a meditative zone. Especially if it's not even challenging, like you can do this, and you just back and forth, just switching it up, going back and forth. All right, you are going to do capoeira lunges. I'm going to do the other side for side plank, left side, and it's the top leg that I'm reaching for. So I'm reaching ahead, arm on one side of my ear, and then My foot's kicking to my hand, and they ideally are going to meet. So, squeezing the core. Always good for a balance challenge too. This is definitely one of the harder exercises. So, good thing you're at home. You can always just fall out, get back in. No one's even gonna know. Although I have a lot of pressure here. Okay. I'm doing capoeira lunges. You are doing the left side, top leg, toe touch, reach. Okay, let's go. Breathe, breathe. In your capoeira lunges, you just want to kind of stay low to the ground, very grounding pose here, very grounding exercise. This is just the basic, one of the key moves of capoeira, yeah, it gets pretty crazy. If you've ever, you should watch it on YouTube after you watch this, or you can go right to it, I don't care. Learn how to do it. It's amazing. It's an amazing martial art. Very inspiring. Okay, you are doing capoeira lunges. I am going to do some diving. I'm going to be on my belly. Okay, and we're going to stretch the arms forward and pull the elbows back. Retract the shoulder blades. Squeeze your bum. Press the tops of the feet to the floor. And reach forward again. Okay? Inhale. Dive through the water. And your hands are just circling above the floor. Reach and retract. My breath pattern, inhaling and stretching it long, and then exhaling because I'm contracting. I'm really focusing on my upper back muscles and my shoulders here. All right. I'm on capoeira lunges. That's what you're going to do. You're going to do some diving. Good time to practice here. Get yourself in shape because all the pools are closed. What else are you going to do but go diving on your yoga mat and use your imagination. Please don't get wet. Remember to change into a swimsuit. Go through all that rigmarole. Alright, keep breathing here, and again, you're in your diving, you're inhaling, reaching, exhaling, and retracting your shoulder blades back. Tops of the feet are just stuck onto the floor, and your legs are straight, engaged, all that. All right, capoeira lunges for you. What am I gonna do? Bird dog, plank. All right, okay. So bird dog in the full plank, so that's left leg and right arm off at the same time, and then switching, right leg, left arm. Okay, and then you try and do it a little bit faster. Gaze is down. Okay, that's too much. Come to tabletop and do our bird dogs like we do in yoga. Okay, just nice solid base, and that'll get you moving anyways. Okay, the plank version just takes it up a lot. Turns up the dial, so everything is just hard. And you may fall out. Try and balance for a couple seconds. That's it. And then go to the next one and just keep practicing. A lot of it's practice. I'm doing capoeira lunges. You are doing the plank bird dogs or the tabletop bird dogs with your knees to the floor. So, like I said, just try lifting the leg and the opposite arm first and holding it for a second and then switching. Don't worry about going fast. Just teach your body how to do it first. A lot of these poses that I do in my classes, it's a lot of repetition, and your body learns incredibly fast and gets really efficient at it. So always need to change it up. Everything we're doing is kind of, we're doing everything the same, but it's different. Just tweaking it a bit, a little bit different. Okay, you were doing capoeira lunges. Let me catch my breath. I'm gonna do some bicycling. That is, thank God, one thing that you can do for free in today's world. Go for a bike ride. Okay, we are doing bike abs here, so try and cycle the feet as well. You don't have to go fast. Opposite elbow to opposite knee, shoulders off the floor, belly button, rib cage all pulling down, and you're just trying to contract your abs basically the entire time as you're doing this movement. You're working your hip flexors as you're doing this. You're working your legs. You're doing a little bit of twist in through your shoulders, so you are working your obliques as well. Okay, that's what you're going to do now that you're all refreshed. Bicycle abs on your back. I can do some capoeira lunges. And again, you can speed it up, you can slow it down. Add a cartwheel into it. YouTube it, and then you'll see what I mean. A flying handstand, cartwheel, thingamajig. It'll be awesome. Always just try and challenge the body, right? And same thing in those bicycle abs. You can just kind of cheat and, you know, not engage your abs. But what's the point if you're just not gonna feel it? Remember, you want to feel it to make it work. All right, you're doing capoeira lunges. I am on the next page, and I'm gonna do some down dog pendulum action. So I'm in down dog. I'm sticking my side leg out, and I'm hopping. Try not to kick the floor. I'm hopping side to side, kicking out like that. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Shift and plank. Tap shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push up. Jump your feet into down dog. Start by sticking a leg out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump back to plank. Tap. 2, 3, 4. Push up. Jump in. Down dog. Okay, you can use your knees. Okay, that's it. That's what you're gonna do. Down dog pendulum, knee shut, shoulder slap, push up. 4 and 4. Go for it. I am going to keep going here. Set my time. Oh yeah. Okay, you're gonna get a few more seconds to practice that awesome move that you just did, or that you are doing. Your down dog pendulum, 4, and your shoulder slaps in plank, 4, 1 push up. Keep repeating. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Usually there's a break in between some of these sets, and this is kind of the first time that we're just motoring through everything, so this should feel like you're feeling cardio, you're feeling your heart rate up. It's always a good thing. Okay, couple more lunges for you. We're almost done. we're just doing a squat to a push-up here. So we are going a squat jump, and then we're just going to come down, kind of do a bear push-up. So elbows wide, push back up to the squat, and then reach up. Okay, back and forth. Catch yourself, push back, up. If that's too much, walk yourself down from your squat, elbows wide, chest down, reach up. Okay, I'm just gonna speed it up. Push back, do a jump tuck if you want, knee slap if you want, star jump if you want, instead of your jump squat. Okay, that's what you're gonna do. I'm gonna do some capoeira lunges. Breathe it out, shake it out. Okay, go for it. You are doing your squat. Do your push up, push back, jump squat. Even if you do half of this workout, that is awesome. Do half of it one day, do half of it the other half the next day. Work yourself up to it. This isn't really a beginner class, as you could probably tell, but you can always do beginner moves. And if you need a break, don't do capoeira lunges, just rock from side to side, do this. Okay, that's it. Take a break. You're in capoeira lunges next. So again, if you want a break, keep going, but we're almost done this. So again, this could be your break. What I am doing, a closed squat, tricep extension. Sorry, I'm just reading my work here. So we're going to do a lunge. We're going to step forward with the left leg, and then we're going to do a tricep squat, and then in that same lunge, we're doing a little hop, and then you're either jumping switch or switching the legs, and then you're coming down, hop, jump switch, hop, jump switch. All right, I am definitely getting tired. This is kind of the last one here. All right, that's it. I am going to do capoeira lunges, and then we're done. This is your last one. Lunge, do your tricep push-up, do the hop in the lunge, and then do the lunge switch. After that, we are down to cool down already. Do some more yoga, stretch it out, breathe it out. So again, I'm just ending on what you started on, and then we both did the same workout, but you just got to see it a little bit ahead. So that's my way to get around the video editing that could be done to make videos better, but this works just as good, I think. Let me know in your comments, and let me know if you did the workout. How was it for you? Okay, that's it. You're done. I'm done. We're gonna get to cool down right now. Shut the timer off. Come to the top of the mat. I'm just gonna start by lifting the arms up, and then exhaling the arms down and just kind of sweeping. So inhale up, exhale. Breathe out through the mouth. So to opposite elbows or forearms above your head, and just kind of hold on tight, and then lean to your right side first, pulling both shoulders back, breathing deep, and come back to center, and then go to the other side, lifting and breathing. I should probably shut my timer off here, and then coming back to center. Take the hands back behind you. Again, when this time instead of clasping, you're clasping just your forearms behind your back. Step your feet wide, and we're just gonna come into a nice wide squat and bow. And pull the shoulders back. See if you can prevent them from rolling forward into your ears. Two more breaths. Okay, and then just release your hands there forward and lift your hips. Rock from side to side. Breathe it out. Okay, rise up. Step to the top of the mat. Take the arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor and step your right leg back. Right knee to the floor. So take your arms up to the ceiling here, reaching through both sides of the body. Let's take a twist. So take your right arm forward and your left arm back. Reaching through both arms here. Okay, take that left arm, wrap it around your back, around your waist, reach for the right hip, and then lift through your right arm. Leaning back, reaching up, deep breaths in. Keep your back arm where it is, your left arm where it is. Now we're gonna release and plant the right hand down to the floor. Just at the edge of your mat, in the same line as your left foot. Now lift your right knee off the floor and start rotating to the left. Face the left, and then see if you can kind of push your back into your hand into your back, and pull the shoulder back even more. Okay, so now we're going to kind of do a pretend release. With your left arm, we're going to reach it. So my palm is facing to the left, so behind me, and then I'm going to put it back. And then again reaching back, and then put it back. Reach back, put it back, wrap it again. One more time, reach back, and then put it back. Okay, one more, just look up, a little bit more of a twist, and then let it go, and then let the arm rotate all the way down. Plant the left hand to the floor, drop your right knee to the floor, and then pull the hips back. Lift your left toes now off the ground, so we can get a hamstring stretch and maybe quad stretch here. So you can, like we did last class here, you can prop yourself up with blocks at home if you have them, or just use your hands, stay here and try to keep flat back instead of rounding forward. If you're kind of rounding forward and you lose any stretch in your hamstrings, then don't round your back. Okay, don't pull forward, just try to keep the flat back and try lifting forward as opposed to letting your head drop. Okay, if you want to go back and sit onto your right heel and stay here, you can. And again, with maintaining a flat back, you can also reach forward, grab onto your left toes, and hold that position. Just watch for any signs of any knee pain, any tweaks you feel in your knee or kneecap on your right side there. That's a sign that you may not be able to go into that deep flexion on the side. If you have a knee injury or arthritis or anything, that's going to prevent you. You don't have to sit back on your heel. Okay, you're always going to listen to your own body. Work on flexing that foot though. Good stretch. What else I like to do, just kind of a quick massage on the calf that I'm stretching to, just going up and down the calf. If my calves are super tight, just going up and down as you're putting the calf into flexion or contracting the muscle and doing that squeezing. Really good, really awesome for just helping to release, because when you release everything just kind of takes a deep sigh and let's go, usually. Okay, we're going to just do another opening for the shoulder, and we're going to take that left arm up, reaching up, and this time we're going to reach forward. So coming back up and then reaching forward. This is just to get into the hip a little bit more. Inhale up, and then exhale, reach. Feel that hip. Inhale and reach, hold, keep reaching, and you're squeezing your right leg back, push through the heel at the same time. Reach, and then release down. Okay, let's step back into plank pose. Move through chaturanga. Take it into up dog or cobra. Slowly look over your left shoulder here. And you're just trying to keep the shoulders pulling down as best as you can, lifting through, not collapsing, not doing this. Okay, push down into your hands as you're doing a little rotation. And then come back to center and do a little look over your right shoulder. Same thing, staying strong in your arms. Elbows are locked. Come back to center and then lift your hips. Pull back into child's pose and then round your back up, tuck toes, and come back into down dog. Okay, so just walk it out. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. All right, so step your right foot forward now. Left knee is going to come to the floor and arms are going to reach up to crescent lunge. So both arms reaching up. And then taking that twist to the right side. Take the left arm forward. Your right arm is back. And you're just trying to feel that twist in through the abdominal and the rib cage, shoulder. Right arm is going to wrap around the waist, reaching for the left hip. Left arm is going to lift up. And you're coming into an extension of the spine. So upper spine lifting. And you don't have to go into a crazy extension here. Just straight up and down is fine too if you have any issues in your low back here. Okay, so we're going to release and plant the left hand to the floor. Lift your left knee off the floor and then face the right. Okay? So right now my right shoulder is an external rotation here. We're just going to play around with that. So we are going to, again, just kind of keep the back of the hand facing yourself, facing the left, and we're going to reach and then place it back in. And you're going to reach and stretch and then place and wrap. Reach again and then place and wrap. Maybe go a little bit further in your wrap or in your twist. Feel your left or right shoulder kick back, and then one more time, reach out and then place it. One more breath, let it go, circle down, down to the ground. Back knees down to the ground now to your left one. Let's come back into half monkey split. Your right leg is going to straighten out, your toes are going to reach up and you're going to flex your foot. So just go into whatever variation you did on the other side. Keeping in mind what I said as far as modifications go, and you're just breathing. Feel free to grab onto your foot, feel free to kind of start massaging that calf out right away, and just kind of feel where there's sore, tense spots in your calf and your shin. Just giving yourself some love, right? Breathing deep. Try to pull the hips back at the same time while reaching forward. Again, you should feel this. Hamstrings are stretching, calf muscle stretching, sole of the foot is stretching when you are pulling those toes back. You're stretching the fascia in the feet and the soles of the feet. Okay, breathing deep. Take another deep breath in and then deep breath out. So we're going to rise up. We're going to plant the left hand to the floor and do some reaching again. So that back knee is up off the floor, and we're going to reach forward with the right arm and then reaching back. Reach forward, reach back, reach forward. As you're reaching forward again, you want to squeeze. You want to think about, as you're reaching forward with your right arm, you're squeezing your left leg like crazy and dropping your hips. You get into hips here. One more time. Reach back. Reach forward. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Step back all the way. Just step back to plank. Lower through. Chaturanga. Bring it into up dog or cobra. Look over your right shoulder. Slowly look over left shoulder, staying strong. Arms locked out. Come back to center, down dog. Last down dog here. Walking it out. Rocking the hips out. Breathe, breathe. Two more deep breaths in, downward facing dog. Head is heavy here. Just let the head, let the neck muscles go. All right, so let's flow forward onto the knees here to spin the legs around. Okay, and we're just going to do a V-sit straddle here and reach. Toes pointing up. Again, if you would like to sit on a block or bolster, anything that kind of props your hips up, because if you are sitting on the floor right now and your your posture kind of looks like this, then that's no good. You're not going to get into hips or legs here. You need to lift your hips up higher so that you can create a flat back, so flat low back here. So go ahead and get a block or bolster, or even just rolling the back of your mat up a few rolls, even if it's just sometimes an inch will help just with your posture. So try it out. Again, it's all about you're just trying to experiment and see what's going to be beneficial for your own body. Everyone's going to look different in the pose. We're going to start by looking at the left leg and just go ahead and reach for it. Don't think about trying to pull your head to your knee, just looking at your foot. So looking, or think about your eyes are on your collarbones here. So look at your toes. Try not to judge your toes. We're thinking about manicures or pedicures already. Too bad all the spas are closed. We have to do our own pedicures from now on. It's going to be, YouTube is just going to be lit up, on fire. How-to videos, how to do everything, cut your hair, and cut your nails. Okay, over to the other side, right side. Okay, I'm just reaching down. You're not trying to push or force anything. You're just lifting your collarbones to your toes. Toes are pointing up to the ceiling, and then you're back to center, and then folding to the center. Again, you can use a block or bolster here, hug it, or chair or couch, whatever's in front of you. That may also just kind of help you relax if it just feels like it's too heavy, or you feel like there's just no way to get your back straight. If you're kind of holding onto something and kind of lifting up, that'll help your posture as opposed to just keeping your hands on the floor, because anything kind of down here, that's it's just too easy, right? Too easy to round and kind of do this and get into your spine. More challenging to do the lift. And since we're all at home anyways, maybe you have a partner around or kids, get them to hold onto your wrists and tell them to pull. It's a good thing to do at home. And it feels amazing just holding that position, but it kind of takes somebody to pull and kind of to relieve that low back stretch, because if you're doing this, you're still working your back quite a bit, but when there's somebody pulling for you, then that takes a lot of the tension off. Anyways, we're holding this pose still holding, and then we're going to lift back up, bring the knees back in, feet are to the floor and your knees are bent, hands come back behind you. We'll do a reverse tabletop and open it up. So squeeze your glutes, roll your shoulders back. My fingers are pointing towards my heels, but you can also have your fingers kind of pointed out to left and right. So just changing the angle depending on your anatomy, really. Rolling the shoulders back though, maybe the head drops back, maybe the head just kind of pulls in. So squeeze the glutes to kind of lift and leverage those hips up, push it down through your feet. Let it go, come down onto your spine from here, rolling like a ball. Grab onto the backs of the knees, tuck your chin, and back you go. Inhale back, exhale forward, inhale back, and exhale forward. If for any reason this does not feel good on your back, just go to happy baby pose right now. Skip it. I just like to do it at the end of most classes. Feels good. Oh, that's fine. But that's me. Okay, we're gonna end up in happy baby pose anyways. Heads on the floor, and you're grabbing onto your feet, or you're grabbing onto your shins, your knees, and rocking side to side. You can grab onto your big toes. Try to pull the tailbone down to the floor, and you're just breathing. I'm pulling the knees in towards the chest. And breathing deep. One more deep breath in and deep breath out. Okay, let the feet go and cross your right ankle on your left knee. So first we're just going to keep that figure four. At first we're going to do a hip lift. So we're just going to do one hip lift. So a hip lift and squeeze. Flex your right foot, by the way. Holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then drop your hips back onto the floor and then lift your leg at this point. So threading the needle, grabbing onto the back of your left leg, heads on the floor. Like I said in my other videos here, feel free to use a wall, put your foot on the wall. In this case it would be your left foot would be on the wall. So you're working on your right glute and your right shin pulling into you. Another modification for this pose is threading the needle, but clasping on your fingers on your shin just below your knee, your kneecap. And make sure though your head is on the floor. So that just kind of pulls in everything, pulls your shin a little bit closer to your chest, and you may feel a little bit more intensity, or maybe a lot more intensity at this point. With my right elbow, I can just place a little bit of pressure to open up my right knee out to the side as well. So there's kind of some push-pull action going on here. Still kind of keeping very active in the stretch. Then we're going to release that, release your arms, bring them out to a T, and then drop the legs as they are over to the left. So you end up in sort of a twisted, double twist to the side. Now if it feels like that's a no-go for you, just release right away and stack your knees. One on the other, and you can straighten your legs down or pull your knees away from your belly. So the lower the angle of the knees, the less of a twist. The higher the knees, or the closer the knees are more to the 90 degree, the more twist you'll feel that across your belly. But if that, again, just doesn't feel quite right, then lower your knees. So, for instance, pregnancy. So this was, twists are usually not a good idea, but in the kind of the second trimester, belly's just kind of showing. You want to make space for the belly. The knees are just kind of pointed down. I had bolsters and stuff, but there's no way that you could pull your knees out close because there's just no space for the knees to happen. So again, that's just an example for modified. If you're still kind of doing that double twist, keep going for it. You're looking over your right shoulder perhaps. We'll just take another deep breath in and exhale, and then you can come back to center and give yourself, unwind yourself, give yourself a hug. So knees are just together and you're squeezing everything in and then letting that go. Let's switch it to the other side. We're going to take that left ankle on the right knee. So with figure four, keep your left foot flexed, and then we'll go up into the bridge. So we'll stay up in the bridge first here. Push down through your right foot. Squeeze your glutes. Breathe. All right, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then let it go, and then threading the needle, lifting the right leg, reach underneath and holding on to hamstrings or clasping fingers at the front of the shin or using the wall. or using a strap. Yeah, whatever is going to feel like is going to be the most effective for you here tonight. So try different things. Again, like I said before too, if you feel the stretch with your foot just on the floor like this, and you feel the stretch in your left glute already, then stay there. Sometimes maybe you just need a block underneath your foot instead of reaching too. All right, so another deep breath in, and then exhale, and we release your arms, and then take the legs to the right side. So again, as is, and you just kind of feel yourself going in a really deep twist, double twist. Is one of my favorite poses as well. Just getting into a deep twist and just staying here as kind of for a hold, letting your body relax into the twist. But for some people, that just restricts breathing too much and then raises the heart rate and breath rate and is really counterproductive. So if you feel like you're working way too much in a double twist, then that pose is not for you, and you need to regress your pose. So you are in a double knee stacked position, or your knees are pulled down away from your belly, not at that 90-degree angle. These poses, the reclined twist poses, definitely recommend. Just keep doing them every day. I do them in all my yoga classes, but I also do them just every day. Just find some time at the end of the day, middle of the day, whatever it is, try to make space for some kind of twist in your back in order to release your low back, and just kind of set some time for yourself to be still and breathe. Okay, we're going to take another deep breath in. Deep breath out, and we're just unwinding from there. So unwind your legs if they are wound up, and give yourself some love. Pull the knees in, draw the head into the knees. You're breathing deep into your back. Just imagine a whole bunch of space being created with your air that you're breathing in, and your exhale, just release. So feet to the floor, knees are bent, and let's do some windshield wipers just before our Shavasana here. Again, pretty routine. I always like to do windshield wipers just before Shavasana, just to kind of bring some awareness back into the hips, glutes, and just kind of let your body just finally just let whatever it is go. So twist it out, breathe it out. Start to relax your feet here. Just kind of shift with your mind's eye to your feet, and what I like to do is just take your brain right there to the soles of your feet, and notice the pressure as your feet roll from the outer edge to the inner arch of your feet, of both left foot and right foot. And again, that's that left brain, right brain type thing here. So you're just kind of noticing what's happening in your feet. Bring that awareness, left side, right side, and telling your feet to relax at the same time. Okay, and you're just slowing it down at any point in time. Feel free to do a few more. Do any other pose that you wish you to do right now. But otherwise, if you're joining with me, we're going to Shavasana. We're going to straighten the legs and just open the feet up to the sides. Take the arms alongside the body. Open it up. Get comfortable. So cover up with a blanket if you feel like you're going to get cold. Try to minimize distraction as much as possible, because the name of the game from now on, or for the next few breaths anyways, is to be completely still. So if you still see how still you can be in your body, which may be easy, if the workout felt like it was really challenging, you're just tired anyways, and that's kind of the good thing about the asana practice or any kind of workout practice. You just taxed your body quite a bit. You sweat it out, you breathe hard, and maybe you have just nothing left. So maybe that's a good thing for your brain to just get into the zone. Like I said, this could be time to meditate. If you are a meditation practice, you want to start one. That's kind of the goal of the asana practice in the first place for yoga, is to kind of move your body, go left, go right, balance the body out, get the breath involved, and then by the end you just feel like you're okay. You're okay to just be and sit or lie down and breathe. So think about your breath. Take a deep breath in, fill the belly, think about the sides of the body expanding, your back, and take deep breaths out. And listening to the sound of your breath, noticing where your mind is going, and if it's kind of moving from this room, outside the room, to other sounds, other thoughts of the future or the past. Try and bring the mind back into the practice, into your body, into your breath, and keep doing that. Just catch it when it goes, and gently bring your attention back. That's all you need to do for a meditation practice. And it is like working any other muscle in your body. It does take practice, and it does just take time to get good at it, because and also it's all about timing too. So like I said, this may be a good time if you're tired already. So we're just going to stay here for another few more breaths. Again, relaxing through the face. Relax your jaw. Check in with the tongue in the mouth. See if you can let it go completely still. Attention just slowly back to the breath here. Feel free to just tune me out as I reawaken and get things moving again. So you do Shavasana and go to bed if you want, or if you're ready, you're moving your legs from side to side, maybe windshield wipers, maybe morning stretch. And you're just doing a slow reawakening here. Maybe you're keeping your eyes closed here as you're reawakening, and just really feeling your body right now. Noticing how your body feels at this point, where you're breathing. See if you can breathe a little bit deeper. As you twist, think about breathing into the sides of your body, breathing right down to your hips. Okay, so just rolling or rocking over onto your right side. Whenever you are ready, you're just bringing yourself up to seated. And yeah, you are either just going to continue here, unsure, or just kind of keep with your meditation practice, or or not. So thanks for joining me, everybody. Yeah, this is HIIT Core Yoga, and I'm Melissa Shippey. So have a great night and have a great week. Hopefully I'll be with you next Monday, live again. Yeah, have a great night. Ciao.